I was deeply concerned about making decisions that I could live with for the long haul. And I started writing some things down about what would protect me from that kind of regret. What do I need to think about? What kind of framework can I set up for my mind to help me think through how I'm making decisions so I can limit the amount of regret I might feel? And here were the first ones. I think my goal was to be present. And to be present, I had to shed denial immediately. I had to commit to doing hard things. I wanted to avoid drama as much as possible. I had to pare down my priorities. You cannot be all the things to all the people. You cannot do all the things. You cannot have all the things. So for me, it was about being very clear about what was really important. And that shifts from time to time, depending on your circumstances and the up and down nature of crisis. But understanding your priorities at any given time is really important. Don't let other people hijack your situation. People, when they feel fear or they feel out of control, people behave in all kinds of different ways. Some people try to take over. Some people show up out of the woodwork that you haven't talked to in years, and they maybe mean well or maybe they don't. I don't know. But don't let other people hijack the situation. In order for you to know that you can live with everything that's going to happen, you've got to take control of the situation and not let anybody else hijack it. And that really means protecting your own boundaries. And oftentimes, I don't even know if we know what our boundaries are until these things happen, until we're in the midst of crisis. What do we think about privacy? What is it okay for somebody to share detail-wise? What do you not want them to share? You've got to take ownership of the story. You've also got to protect your energy. You got to protect your relationships and limit your decision-making under pressure whenever it's possible. I mean, everything is so under the gun all the time. It's just a terrible pressure cooker. And you do the best you can with what you have and hope for the best. And you got to be able to live with that. And then ultimately, I think I wanted to prevent legal issues. Things can get contentious when it comes to crisis. And if you maybe have people who all love the person, but they don't necessarily agree with the decision-making or caregiving or medical direction or whatever the case might be, I was very concerned and wanted to make sure that I was protected against any of those bigger ramifications. And for me, that meant I don't want to live with regret. I want to be able to stand with whatever happens, knowing full well that I couldn't control an outcome at all. But I needed to be able to stand.